candles, 6 flameless candles for $39. It's a great today special, and we're all having fun, and we know you're enjoying it, we're loving it. But we're gonna continue on into the Jeffrey Banks theme, because he is such a, we look up to him for everything he creates for us, and he themed up with David's Cookies. And yes, you heard me right, and brought to you this beautiful Christmas jar, this gorgeous Christmas tree decoration. We're gonna walk through every single detail here, but you're also going to get the box of shortbread cookies. These are David's cookies, shortbread cookies. I mean, I don't even know there's a word to explain how good these are. They just melt in your mouth as soon as you bite these. You're gonna love them. So I have a wonderful guest here with me, Carrie Mileto, who's gonna come in and tell us all about this wonderful set. Hi, good morning, Carrie. This is so great. I mean, this $56 this morning. We're offering reduced shipping and handling.
Correct.
As well as 2 flex payments of $28.48 to get this one home. But look at this gorgeous decoration.
It's all about the David's jar, but then more than that, it's about teaming up with Jeffrey Banks.
Yes.
So, you know, there's certain times of year we get to do this. It's always very special. And, you know, with this jar, what we love is that we're getting that Jeffrey Banks design, that meticulous design, but we're also getting David's cookies with it. So first I'm gonna show you the jar.
Yes.
We're gonna break it down and look at it closely, and then we'll of course look at the cookies. But what's so great about this is that you're actually seeing not only is this hand painted, not only is each one going to be absolutely unique, but it's also going to have these jewels in it. So you're going to see that actually the different ornaments are going to shine and sparkle as I turn it. And it goes all the way to the bottom where you're going to see that Jeffrey Banks plaid that we know and love.
Yes.
So that tells us, so everything that we know as Jeffrey Banks, you know, is adorned with that. And then I love here that we've actually got this bear. And, you know, I got on the phone with Jeffrey and I said, can you explain the bear? Because I feel like he really stands out, and he had a story.
Okay, tell me, I want to hear it.
And so when Jeffrey was a child, his mother had bought him a bear, and she said, do not go outside with this bear because it's going to get dirty. And he went outside with the bear. He says, you know, I went outside with the bear. And so then he said he tried to hide it from his mom, and he thought, I'll throw it in the washing machine and clean it.
Okay.
And he did, and the bear disintegrated.
Oh no.
And so when he was older,
and
his friend said, Jeffrey, you have everything. What can we get you for a gift? And it came to mind that story about the bear, and he said, just buy me a bear. And now his friends, it's kind of a thing, his friends have bought him so many bears, he has hundreds of bears now. Wow. And so, you know, I think what it calls to mind is it calls to mind a time when we were young, you know, a time with friends, a time with family. This is all about tradition. This jar, again, glazed inside and out. So you're actually getting that glazing, which means that it's food safe. And so that means that you can keep just about anything in the jar. And so if you go from food items to non-food items, you don't have to worry about that porous interior.
Yeah, also makes it really easy to clean it.
Absolutely. And then you have that silicone lid around the lid that's gonna keep it nice and fresh. So when you close this back, anything that you have placed in here is gonna stay nice and fresh. Now, as I was saying a moment ago, this comes with David's Cookies.
This couldn't get any better, right?
Exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly.
But you know what? Just real quickly, I know there are a lot of bear collectors out there.
Sure.
And how beautiful this would be for that. But I want to ask all of our viewers, whoever love David's Cookies, and also Jeffrey Banks, to give us a call, because we want to hear from you, and we want you to tell us why you love them, because they are so popular.
Absolutely.
But, oh my gosh, let's talk about the cookies, because you have a box here with about 10 shortbread cookies.
You're gonna get 10 shortbread cookies. Now, what's so special about these cookies is not only are they from David's Cookies, but David's Cookies has gotten these from Scotland. So these are not a shortbread like you may be used to. These are 53% butter. So what that means is if you're used to a shortbread that's dry and maybe
not
just
this one.
Yeah, not this one. I love how you said it's going to melt in your mouth, because surely it most definitely is. And so you're going to get 10 of these, again, coming from Scotland through David's Cookies. It's something special that we do each year, and by all means, if you'd like to try one, you can.
Oh,
I think you're waiting.
Like this.
Like, please, please, please. When I got these, you know, I had to pace myself, because they're so, They do, they melt in your mouth. And so you go, oh my gosh, let me just not eat this whole box all at once. It's one of those things that you really, right? It gives you, it's rich. It definitely gives you that full taste, that creaminess. It just melts in your mouth. It really does. Right?
Not so sweet, just perfect.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
A lot of times, I don't want too sweet.
Exactly.
I just want something perfect, little bite after my meal. That gives me just the right amount of sweet, of sugar. This is so perfect.
It's perfect with a tea, or you can have it with coffee.
Right.
So, you know, whether you're thinking about this to add to your own collection, if you're someone who's been, you know, actively making sure you get those Jeffrey Banks and David's Cookies collections, again, this is one that when we take down to the bottom, I want to make sure I have it the right way. There we go. You're going to see it says Jeffrey Banks Home and David's Cookies. So if you're a collector, this is very important that it has that. And you're getting, again, that meticulous, perfect design that only Jeffrey Banks can give you alongside with David's Cookies. I love that, again, hand painted. These are going to give you all the ornaments on the tree. I love that some of these ornaments are actually, you're seeing how they actually, when they hit the light, they're actually dazzling in the light.
All the detail. This is hand painted.
Yes.
And you know what? You get it for $28.48 on FlexPay. So that is wonderful. But if you have your HSN credit card, you actually get an extra flex payment. So that brings it down to $18.98 for this beautiful jar, this Christmas jar. This will really be a centerpiece at your home for your decoration on your table. Everybody, all the children are gonna wanna go see what this is. But the surprise of the inside of the jar is the delicious cookies, and you know, and anything else that you wanna put in there, of course.
As you know, and as time goes by, and as you use this along the way, here we've got ideas for you. So maybe, you know, next year this ends up holding your coffee inside. So you place it in your kitchen and it holds your coffee for you.
That's a great idea.
You know, oh, it smells so good when I open it. You know, and then maybe you want to do, I mean, we have and you can lift up, and each jar we have different ideas. So, you know, here we just have like little items, maybe arts and crafts. So maybe this just becomes, it sits in your arts and crafts room.
Love that.
Maybe this goes in your china cabinet, you know, and you keep it there for decorative purposes only. Maybe you put gift cards in them each year, and so maybe that's a traditional thing that you do, that everyone goes to the tree to get gift cards that they got from different family members or something. There's so many great ideas. And as far as gifting goes, this is something you can feel so proud giving to someone, because again, it's that David's Cookies jar that's going to give you that iconic jar with Jeffrey Banks. So the times that we come together with Jeffrey are so awesome, because again, he's very involved in making sure that the jar represents his style, his design. Again, when you look at the presents at the bottom, that's where you're seeing, you know, that tartan, or what they call plaid, that is signifies Jeffrey all the way.
That's right.
And again, I love that bear. I just love him standing out.
I love it because I know a lot of people who collect bears. My cousin, she loves bears, and it's funny because when I ask her what she wants, she's like, I love bears, give me a bear. Just like Jeffrey, when you told me the story, it reminded me of her. But a lot of you love bears, and what a beautiful way. I mean, it was just nicely integrated into this gorgeous design. Get more than two, because I feel like, I mean, what a great gift this would be as well. You know, even if you want to split it and give, I don't know if you give away the cookies.
Well, you can keep the cookies and you can give the jar. That's the nice part.
And that's a conflict that I would have, because and that's exactly why I would get two, because it's just so beautiful. You're gonna want to keep it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I even imagine this in like my desk at my office. You know? How gorgeous.
Perfect office gift, because you know, you could be that desk at the office that has the goodies inside, so that people know at the holidays to come over to your corner of the office. You know, this is a great gift for anyone in your life that, you know, is really into collecting cookie jars, or maybe they just really like to get the best holiday Christmas things. This is so beautiful. I mean, honestly, when I got it to my house and I said, I haven't decorated for the holidays yet. I'm kind of one of those people that waits. And so I just took down like all my, you know, Halloween stuff. But, you know, when I got this and I took it out of the box and I set it on the table, that's all the table needed. Like, it was so beautiful just sitting there by itself. When you get this home and you see this, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. This on its own is going to be a centerpiece for you. It's going to collect attention. And then on top of it, as a beautiful treat, you're going to get those shortbread cookies. They're from Scotland, which I think is so fantastic, that David's goes to the top place to get the most decadent, creamy shortbread cookies you're ever going to eat.
When you get them, you're not going to be able to stop eating them. Like, I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop. But you know what? We noticed there is a little bit of a hold on the lines, and we ask you to please go to hsn.com. It's always the fastest way to order yours this morning. $56.95. Remember, you can also take advantage of an extra flex payment if you have the HSN card, which brings it down to $18.98, and get the famous David's Cookies shortbread cookies that are so amazing, so delicious, in the jar right there with the gorgeous bear from Jeffrey Banks. So we're gonna go ahead and share with you a few other items, a few other things. Excuse me, I'm like a little lost here. My producer's talking to me and telling me something.